So standing at the train station is our swashbuckler. Standing around, waiting for a train. Don't really like them trains, do you?
They're not natural.
No. So, its opinion on, is it very similar to how the ships are? You wish that...
They should be back on the water.
So you see in the distance, here comes a train coming past the Dragon Keep. And send down towards the docks. Which these docks, you all on the train see, there's a bunch of flying ships that are just laying in the mud. There's docks built out to them, but they're just all sort of sitting on the ground. And there's others floating above the great water that's out that way. You come up upon the docks, and it stops, and there's like steps to go down, and come up the steps, you see a lone person. Come up. Do you have your ears hidden, or are they first?
They're tucked.
Okay, so you can't tell. If you're
I have a hat on or a bandana, whichever's available to me at the time.
All right, so you come up. So you don't know what race they are or species. It comes up and you come up and you see three figures on the boat. So describe how you look.
Right now I just kind of got some really dark robes on. My face is covered. I have 2 swords on each side. Got a big hat on.
Regular size.
Yeah, average size.
You see someone that looks like they're in a suit of armor, head to toe. There's armor all over. And then you describe yourself to him. Oh.
I'm just stocky, broad-shouldered, slate gray skin. Kind of like a tall, broad dwarf. I have a white beard that's braided with copper wire and soot. I got big, heavy boots made from underdark stone. And beside of me is my pet mantis called Morticia. Her name is Morticia.
So immediately upon entering the ship, I'm eyeballing you up and down. You're carrying 2 swords. As a yar. I glance over. Blimey, that dwarf's choking to death. Look at him. Can't you help him? He can't breathe. Look at him. He's blue.
No, this is fine. This is normal.
I'm okay.
That's normal. Where do you find a blue dwarf at?
In the Underdark.
Oh, you don't go there.
I live.
Well, you're from there.
Yeah.
Oh, bless me soul and call me Christos.
Hi, Christos. My name's Finley.
No, my name's not really Christos. My name's John. Christos was my captain. Phew. What be ye doing here? You going to the school?
That's the idea.
I see what talent this one may have, but you have a golem. Do you make golems?
I make all kinds of things.
It's made from his father's dead body, apparently.
Yeah, I made this from my father's bones.
You're a necromancer.
No.
Okay. You made moving components from a dead body. Yes.
Did your father give consent for this?
Yes, that's what he asked us before he passed. He wanted to go...
Oh, so you're a kindly necromancer.
So he wanted to go adventuring outside the bubble.
Me personally, I'm a reverse necromancer.
Reverse?
How does that work?
I just kill shit.
Yarr. And what manner of things do you be killing there, laddie?
I cast
He
press
said feces. He kills feces.
I cast prestidigitation when I say that, and sparks appear.
He's like, it's like the more you know rainbow appears above him.
They show like bats out of
and your little face like trying to grab them. Like only you can see them.
That was a bad attempt at humor. I apologize.
She's like, I think it was great.
I've lived alone for many years.
I'm like, hey, I've been always with you. I was like, I gave you leaves to wipe your butt.
Prestidigitation. He cleans or soils an area.
Okay.
So, I know prestidigitation. But I've not been able to change my spell for many years. I've not been around people to learn them. So I'm just watching you as you go through and cast the spell. You see me intent on your casting emotion.
Well, the thing is, like, here's the thing, like the old, like you've been around before the break. So, but these new, the way the new casting is completely different. So it's
so
like
it's
they pull magic from to the air to them. It's like everybody now doesn't. It's like where you have it in you.
I'm gonna see you like staring at it, and I'm gonna ask you if you're magically inclined as well.
You're magically delicious. Break something.
Perception to see what's around.
There's that horn.
10.
There's that horn.
I'm not breaking that. I'll cut a piece off of my cape or my robe.
All right, give me a minute.
So they need to be
Presto!
So like he's through, and all of a sudden it's like you see like it sort of merge back in the threads, and over a minute like it repairs your robe.
Impressive.
Yar, you can just make it clean.
Again! Dad! So, Gomez puts his hand through
Oh my lord.
one of the backs of the seats.
Oh my goodness.
So I think that's a good time for someone to walk in.
No. What it's gonna be is like through the hole you created.
So
Literally, I'm like,
He'll fix it. He'll fix it.
Your hole grew a stick. Ah! And a gnome!
wait, are we about the same height?
No, I'm 5 foot.
Oh, you're 5 foot. Oh, you're taller than me. Okay. Which
How
one
did
of
your
you
hole
two
grow a
are
gnome?
punching holes
I
in my
already
train?
see Heather.
He can fix it. He's gonna fix it.
Oh yeah, presto. Give me a minute.
So the whole
Slowly.
yeah, so like I said, it takes a minute, so slowly it closes up. So the golem just sort of turns his head and just sort of looks at you. It's like
That was good, Dad. Thanks.
No more punching holes in my train.
But he fixes it.
What,
No more
your
punching
train?
holes in my train.
This is your train.
Well, not mine specifically, but I'm kind of responsible.
Responsible? Yar.
You guys are going to the school, right?
Yar.
Okay, well, I'm responsible for you, which means I'm responsible for this train.
I was wondering where they had an elementary school there. Middle school? Intermediate.
Prestidigitation, more sparks.
Oh, that's pretty. I could do that too.
Can you do the sparks
Yes,
too?
I can do prestidigitation.
So,
Wow.
Well, great. We
Well,
know who to
thank you
look
for doing
to
the
for
mending.
the celebration.
Thank you for doing the mending, though. Now I don't have to.
So I guess we're all slightly magically inclined then, huh?
Yes, we're all magically delicious.
well, it is a prerequisite to the school. You like everybody knows.
Yeah, I know.
I know. It's just to remind everyone. It's like you have to have some. You know, most people at this point can't do the simplest of anything. You know. So the train starts moving out and it goes through. It's like we're leaving the docks and start going through. Your Fae is looking out the window and goes and just looking. It's like, and she just says a weird comment and said, "Oh, that's a weird place for a door." And she just sort of turns and sits down. So,
Yar?
So you,
You don't see it.
yeah, you don't see it. So you all go through, and at this point, the train climbs and actually starts to go in and enters in through the city. There's these great cathedrals that you enter and pass through. And again, there's these 3 or 4 story buildings. There's several 5 and 6 story buildings. They are way out of place. But as you're going through these cities, and you're seeing these mechanical men carrying large things. Some of them on their back, some of them forward. There are these clockwork beings, being led by somebody walking along. So there are these little carts that are not horseless. They're horseless that are sort of floating along like the train. There's a couple little floating carriages and stuff too, going across the road in what seems like a road in the sky, going between some of these buildings to sort of float through. The conductor comes through the horn and says, "We're now passing in front of the great Hubshan Manor." Hubshan is proud to continue the tradition of the Queen with the new royal family and the council. You pass forward again. Still, at this point, you can't really see much other than like the people on the streets and these buildings. Like occasionally, you see like a ship way up in the air, like a great airship and stuff through. And of course, you still see the bubble. You go through this other stuff and nothing special. Again, there's a lot of men carrying. It's very similar to your Steel Guardian, but there are a lot. You can see the gears and the clockworks sort of going through. They're nowhere near probably as advanced as yours. You are welcome to do Arcana and look.
Can I hand on head movement real quick? I know you said we're going to take all the classes, but are we going to like specialize in one? Like one of them's an honors class for.
There's a chance that you can become an expert in something.
Okay.
10.
All right. Well, the thing is, you remember what your uncle told you earlier.
Hey, I remember him.
So I don't know if you can identify that much, but there are definitely you can sort of see a few little handiworks on some of them. You're able to sort of see the, for lack of a better term, the threads that sort of hold through that embed. Because again, your race had magical heritage in it to start with. So then you go through, and you go through this upper part, and you see. They tell you this. You're now passing the market district. So there's a bunch of smaller type buildings and stuff. Market, and on the other side is the religious district that talks about where all the religious stuff through. It's getting close to sundown, and you all see like what looks like a great celebration. And it says here to the religious districts, be real careful and avoid the festival of the love without. They get really rowdy when they're time to get off as they pass forward. And again, you notice everything, and they're all holding up 7. They're all holding 7 up some way or another, and they're sort of singing and dancing, and there's merriment and stuff like that. They're drinking too. Yes. Yeah. So they flow forward, and eventually you come to what looks like an older part of town. There's some older houses, mostly wood, nothing really special. But then there's some great mansions, huge mansions that come over. Many of them look like they're just preserved. And at the end through there, you see what looks like a little train station. But it curves towards the train station like an L, and it comes in front of these great gates. There's this great wall around something. And you can barely see above it. It looks like a mansion through there. In the gates, there's this archway, and has an H, and out of the H comes like a U. So, and they're like, our stop is right ahead. Highborne University. And as the train comes up and pulls and stops, the doors open up. So please watch your step. So, and welcome, to your future, and hope one day that we can traverse the bubble like we could so many years ago.
Yeah, I was hoping we'd stop by the lower district. I need to refill my grog.
So now, before we get off, you're staying at the school, right? You're not going back and you're not going to get a place outside of the school. So, so we already know you. Are you staying at school, or are you going to try to find a place outside the schools? Or are you going to stay at the dorms?
I'll give it a try to whatever is going to get me closest to getting out of this bubble.
Okay. And Artificer, Mr. Tinker, are you going to stay, or you want to find a place outside of the school?
I'm gonna stay on.
On premise. Okay. Some characters are living in the city. Most of you all were not living in the city to begin with. So to go through,
I visited. I know where the good pubs are at.
yes, which are near the docks. So, have you been to you've been here? I know you haven't. Have you been to this section of the city?
Is there bitter grog here?
Probably.
Nay.
Okay, so just checking. So you all get off the train, and these gates, they're not solid gates. They just got some bars stuff. And, you know, there's an H and U on the top, and on the bottom where there should be locks, there's an H on one and there's U on the other. And before you can get it, the doors just open up on their own, and you see a great grounds, like a parade grounds of grass, and there's a little fountain on the way up. So, does Pepper lead him where to go?
Sure. Follow me, guys.
I know where I'm going. I've been here before.
Can I roll for to see if I would recognize him?
You're welcome to do his
familial,
do history to see if you
relation, like
recognize
if he
his face.
looks familiar in any way, shape, or form.
Yep. Go history to see if you can remember.
Did the grounds look any different from the times I've been here?
Not really. It's only been what 7, 8 years.
A couple years.
Yeah, 7 years since you were here.
Sorry.
So yeah, do some history to see if you if like.
There it is. I was like, where's that at? I'm not seeing it. Oh, well,
Good.
that one.
So you
He's caused enough trouble.
yeah. It's like you remember. You've visited most of the professors.
Mm-hmm.
It's like even though you really don't like Professor Dagon, he does have a picture of a small boy and a woman on his desk. So you never really heard him talk much about his family much. But that boy looks eerily like this one here. So Master Aang doesn't really get along with Dagon either.
Do I know you?
Actually, hold on.
Do I know you?
I don't recall us meeting. I think I would remember.
Do you want to roll history to see if you do remember?
How long has she been here?
21.
How
Her whole
supporting?
life. I'm
She's
40.
So she's been here her whole life.
21.
About your
Oh,
your,
yes, you know
your
me.
parents. So what?
Have I
What'd you?
ever picked on you
Flashback
before?
scene.
So,
Have I ever picked on you before?
You remember Professor Aang for a second. You have a flashback of Professor Aang, who's a very old. He's like an old man, but he has a hat always on, so his sort of eye holes out and his arms sticking out of it. And you remember him, walking with her down a corridor, holding her hand. So this walking down and telling her that no, she can't have candy.
No, she can't have candy.
And that your grandma will kill me if you have candy, and slipping her candy. No, while he's saying it.
Yeah.
So
Flashback scene.
yeah. But she looks no different because it's not. She's still there.
So
I'm
I
literally
just kind of
gonna
paused for a minute and I'm thinking, and I'm like, you don't look any taller than the last time I seen you. Respectfully.
How are you doing, buddy? You got bigger.
Jordan's gonna have to take these away from me.
It's like a pop.
It's a good prop.
At least it doesn't hurt.
Well, I mean, that's the whole point.
No. So
So you're back.
Unfortunately.
Well, welcome back anyway.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Why do you say unfortunately? Aren't you tired of being in this bubble?
That's the only reason I'm here. This isn't my favorite place. I was here as a kid. My father teaches here, and we're not on the greatest terms.
Let me tell you a tale. At least you had it, Father. I was thrown into the sea with the wolves of the sea. And then we started sailing when I was a young age at 28. Where you going?
Yeah, I just start walking
So
through
you
the
start
gate.
Pets are leaving.
You start telling your tale. Did anyone stick around? Did you stick around?
I cast prestidigitation, and crickets are chirping.
So you sit in your. There's like crickets down below serenading you. What do you say to that?
How old is your
And there'd be a dragon turtle.
You just finished.
And unfortunately, we lost both the skipper, the professor, and Marianne.
And the crickets start like their version of clapping.
How old is your character?
200.
Oh man, get some experience
Okay,
under his
so
belt.
he's the old man of the group, basically.
Is it
Yeah,
250?
Yeah, because
I like that.
Yeah.
Now I
he's
feel
about
like we can be
250.
kids
Yeah,
like
yeah.
he's-
around the other grandpa,
he's-
great.
Well, he's average age for an elf.
Yeah, that's young
Yeah.
for now.
Y'all don't know that. I
Yeah.
look like a 20-year-old
Yeah,
Yeah,
he looks
yeah.
young.
Well,
with a patch on one eye.
the way you talk gives it away.
No, he's experienced. He's experienced. So, all right. So you all have come up to these great gates of Highborne. And there's another archway, and it has Highborne University spelled all the way across it. And, on the door it says something. It says all are here as long as they respect of what's inside. It says the great rule is do not bring evil or not cause evil here. So do not break anything here.
Is chaotic considered evil?
No,
Okay.
no, chaotic is not evil.
Okay.
So
I'm not chaotic, but I imagine
he's like
the Oak Princess is.
so while you're in there before the door opens, she comes up and she waves her hand across it, and there's a mural. You all stand there, and for some reason, there's a mural that appears across it. So it's a mural of two great dragons holding books on it, it's like facing each other. And it goes away quickly as it came, but it just like sort of wipes across it and shimmers and goes away.
As the dragons disappear, I step out from behind the tin golem.
Oh, so you've never seen that. You've never seen the doors change like that. So you can mention it or not. So the one thing that you do see on the grounds, though, is there's a very, very old little halfling that is like playing with birds over there, and there is a great observatory that she's near. So that is Belle. This is very old, but it's like there's like birds and stuff around her, and again there's this observatory, with a great looking lens sticking out of the building on the grounds too. So at this point, that's all that you can really see on the parade grounds. There's just mostly grass in the front and it goes building with the walls. But there's an observatory with her. There are a couple students that are around the outside of the grounds, or you can go in through the gates. Classes do not start for several days because they're rounding everybody up before they start these sessions. There are upperclassmen around that have been here for a while.
Do I recognize the students that are out? Is that?
A few here and there, but you've really not been around them much.
What
Well,
I
I didn't know if
remember.
it was maybe the Andrew and Christina's.
They
or
went
if it's
inside.
somebody else.
They went
Okay, gotcha.
Would I know like the basic layout of the school? since
To
I've
a
been
point.
here?
See, the thing is, like, you're never allowed to go anywhere other than you could never go into classrooms. You couldn't go to a bunch of stuff. You could only go to where the professors' rooms were. So,
Like
you
the
know-
common areas.
yeah, you know the doorway in and the path to go to the door, but you're never allowed to go anywhere else. Only the students have been allowed to go to anywhere other than.
Okay.
So, like, even you've never been in the
Yeah,
classrooms.
no, not the classrooms. Just where our parental figures.
Well, yeah, let you go. So,
Where they have their office.
But again, like this is your all. There are other students around. You can go inside to the student area, or you can look around the back area, or you can go around the front area. Again, there's the observatory. So it's up to you all.
I'm looking for some haphazard children that are in a fencing or gambling club.
Now there are adults here. There are people anywhere from 15 to like 60. So there are not like many children here.
They're all children to me.
That's true. So it's valid point. So there
I'm waiting to see what he does. If you keep looking at me, I'm waiting to see what he does.
Well, for what he said. It's like the closest thing is they do bet in the arena. Some of the students do bet in their arena.
You're an arena, you say? How many scallywags do you take and what do you put up against them?
I wanna go to the arena
she's never partake.
No, I haven't the slightest idea, but you can go there and find out.
I'll come
Have
along
an
with the
extra
last.
club if you feel like you need to have some protection with you.
Oh, I'm not much for clubbing. I don't have any seals. But I got some grog if you'd like to watch.
I'm gonna go to the arena too.
Sure.
You all want to go to the arena? What do you want to do? Do you want to
I
go?
want to go to my room and set it up.
Do you just want to go to your room?
Yeah, Dad's got all my bags and stuff hanging on him.
Is it?
Do I need to maybe shuffle him in the general direction where he needs to go first?
Okay, so
I
go-
can meet up with you guys in
All
a
right,
minute.
so
I can give you general directions if it's a common area.
it's not a common area. It's like you got. It's in a
To
section.
go to the dorms.
Oh, okay. Never
Yeah,
mind.
but he can take you to the dorms.
I'll take you, follow me.
So okay, so we'll take him to the dorms, and
I like your praying mantis. I make little clockwork things, but this is huge.
Oh, she's my pet. Named her after my mom.
Does she bite?
so you can take him through the through the dorms. You go through the
I'm gonna
dorms
say
to the right.
before you go, I'm like, wait, I don't even know y'all's names.
Yeah,
Oh
no one
my
introduced
goodness
themselves.
gracious.
No one introduced themselves.
I'm gonna say,
Thing I did.
I told him my name's Fenrir because I called him
Fenrir.
Christo.
well, that was like a
Sort of
direct
brief.
conversation. I wasn't eavesdropping or trying not to.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that my name's Conlon and my father works here, which I've already told you. But
Nepotism at its best.
and you are.
I'm John Silver.
Fenrir.
What? How do you spell your name? Just out of curiosity.
Conlan.
Okay.
I'm Pepper, guys.
Like the spice.
You pepper guys?
I'm Pepper Reed.
Oh, I thought you said pepper guys.
You'll have class with my grandfather, Master Reed.
Does he have a speech impediment?
Does he have a lisp at least?
Not to me.
Quick! Sister Susie sat on a thistle.
Anyway, guys,
Thank you.
I think she has a lisp.
I think we should at least plan to meet back up together.
Absolutely.
I'll try to catch up with y'all at the arena after I get settled in.
Well, if this is like any other institution that I've ever been a part of, which aren't many, there will be a bell when it's time to eat.
It's more like a gong. But yeah.
I'm just gonna automatically assume you're a criminal after hearing that. I'm like, man, this guy.
All right, come on, Fenrir, follow me.
We'll take him to the dorm.
All right, so you all went to the dorm. So you said you all went to the arena.
Yeah, check it out. Now, which one did you? This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Christina, do you want your character to be at the arena? There's not really much to do. Or are you wandering around?
I'm wandering around.
Yeah, now I'm fixing to have to run myself. I presume you're paused, or no?
Nope. I was
Nope.
you all were talking, so I was just giving
Yep,
this
no, I
for
hear
your
you.
time. Alright. So I'll pause.
Okay.